Seatbelts on, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, everybody? Justin Fio back with another video. Today we're going to be meeting up with the crazy 6.0 Powerstroke. Some of you may have seen it on Instagram before, but he's been very low-key on this build on what exactly is done to the truck power-wise. And today he's going to be letting all of us know. So looking forward to it. Let's get over there. So we're over here with Santana, Mr. Stun on Instagram, the full sender himself in this massive 6.0 Powerstroke. So obviously looking at it, the thing's already a unit, but if you want to go into basically a little bit of what's done to it and whatnot and let the channel know, because this isn't your average big truck. This thing is making some power, man. So what exactly is done to this thing and your plans, and you know, give a little overview on it.
Yeah, it's a 2006 6.0. It's fully built motor, top and bottom end. I got KDD heads, you know, callus forged rods, lifters, high rev valve springs, the whole nine. I got injectors. I got 350, 150 injectors, and Bullseye S475 fuel system. I got 240 GPH fast fuel system, 240 high pressure fuel pump, Thumper 2 high pressure oil pump, and you know, just the whole 9 yards. I'm gonna put nitrous on it, but you know,
nitrous on this massive truck right here. So you said fully built motor, big turbo, big injectors,
big fuel pumps,
everything, the whole 9 yards. If you had to take a rough guess, roughly power wise, where you think this would be at?
Safely to say 8 to 1,000 in that area.
That's where you've seen a couple of the same, you know, fuel and air.
Fuel, same air. I got a big cam in it, you know, you name it, it's probably got it in there.
Just say conservatively 800 horsepower in this huge truck. What is it on suspension wise?
It's on a 12.5 inch Fabtech and custom lift, 26 by 16 forces, 40s, 15.5, and 3-inch spacers.
Holy.
Yeah, and it's roughly probably around 10.5 thousand pounds.
And the rear, in the rear suspension was?
It's about like 12 or 11-ish. So it has a little lean, but you know, to be able to fit the 40s and the 3-inch spacers, you got to do what you got to do.
Hell yeah. And like I was asking you before, so is there certain times where you think this thing should have been a little bit lower, or do you like how big it is?
I mean, of course, yeah. You know, I mean, if I was lowered and I gutted the interior, it would be a pretty nasty truck. But when's the last time you seen a big lifted truck move?
Yeah, I think this is definitely rare, and you don't see a lot of trucks that are this big making that kind of power. So I think it definitely stands out in the whole truck community. thing is rowdy. If you guys could hear the echoing through the woods and stuff over here, it is absolutely nuts. And even for the hood stack, did you really enjoy and like seeing hood stacks?
Yeah, you don't really see them that often, so, and I'm all about being different, so you got to put the hood stack on there.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you said you also got a built trans in here too, correct?
Built trans, it's almost everything billet in the trans, except for, you know, one or two pieces, but, you know, again, once it blows, it'll get built again.
There you go. This guy's all about full send. So if you don't follow him on Instagram already, definitely check that out. Mr. Stunner. We could open the door up.
Yeah,
it's fine. Just to show, as he said, always being different. He's got Mr. Stunner on the steps. That's pretty sweet. And look at the sub setup in here. You said this is
412s.
412s.
10,000 watts.
So this thing really does have all the goodies in here. And it's pretty crazy to see something this big and got all this stuff done, and especially seeing it down the road, because you guys may have seen, I saw it on Instagram when he was just rolling and spinning these 40s. That's pretty insane on
this, on the mild tune.
On the mild tune, spinning the 40s while rolling.
Yeah, I also got you know, 6-piston Willwood calipers and rotors. They're pretty massive. I think if I didn't get them, I probably would have crashed this truck already. No lying about that. You know, I'm also on the Pro Comp traction bars, so, you know, to help that hop and everything else. You know, I'm gonna need some tires soon because yeah, it doesn't like hold the traction.
He likes to have some fun on this thing.
Yes, sir. And
besides power stuff and suspension, he's even got some more speakers in the bed. So what are those?
Those are Scar 6.5s, and I just got them in some marine casing, so they waterproof. But you know.
So I think in all aspects, you got the performance, you got the sound, you got the suspension. This thing's definitely a unit, man, in all aspects.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, she's coming a long way.
So from the hood stack, you said it's a 4 to a 6, correct?
Yeah, on the hood, that looking part is a 6, but the piping from the back of the turbo is a 4. All custom piping done by one of my good buddies. You know, just custom hot pipe, cold pipe. I had to customize a lot of things because
to make all this fabricate and work.
Yeah, work and everything.
We could pop the hood open. So I know this thing's definitely tall, but I'll try to get under there and show you guys a little bit under the hood.
Sure, I got you.
And on top of everything else, you also, I'm assuming, have some custom tuning for this, correct?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I got, you know, a few custom tunes from a buddy of mine, but you know, it's decent for what it is.
So under the hood here, we definitely got a lot of stuff going on. So
you know, I got a Mechman alternator. You know, I got 2 yellow top batteries for under the hood, custom piping, you know, aluminum radiator, aluminum intercooler, you know, custom piping for the nitrous ports, you know, fuel pressure gauge up in there, powder coated engine parts, the whole 9.
Yeah, that's crazy. You said just turbo injector setup again while we're under here.
Oh yeah, it's a S475 Bullseye with a race cover and billet wheel, and the injectors are 350 150s. You know,
this is crazy, and even looking at the piping on this, freaking huge.
Yeah, they're massive. I also got that bulletproof kit for the oil cooler. So there's a separate oil cooler on the front bumper that helps it cool down a lot more. You know, you lose about 20-30 degrees on the oil, and that's very helpful. So, you know.
Yeah, for sure, I can imagine. And
I went all out.
The hood stack wise, how do you like it?
You know, it has its ups and downs. If it starts raining, you gotta bucket it, or you gotta stay underneath the gas station top. But you know, other than that, you get a lot of looks. Let's just say that.
I definitely wanted to get a ride in this thing also. We'll see how this goes. This big ass truck flying is a little bit different for sure. Seatbelts on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how this thing rips. Seatbelts on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how this thing rips.
We're spinning.
I know, I'm shitting my pants over here. First reaction, this thing is definitely pretty scary. Just being how big and stout it is, going this speed, feels absolutely insane. I feel like there's nothing really like it. Oh my. Crazy, bro. This thing is absolutely nuts. Even in videos and whatnot, you might not get the full effect, but really being inside of this thing, once that boost hits, this thing is out, man. Oh my. I've been in a bunch of different trucks, as you guys have probably seen in the previous videos on the channel, but nothing is similar to this. How crazy it feels to be going this fast in like a monster truck. It just doesn't feel right. And the motor and trans only has what, 2,100 miles you said, right?
2,100 miles on the motor and the transmission, brand new, just breaking in.
Do you guys think this sounds like a 6.0 if it's just cruising, if you didn't know what it was? A lot of people always say, all show, no go, but this thing absolutely eats, dude.
I appreciate you taking a ride, man. You know, it's something different, that's for sure. It's something way different.
So you said originally when you got this, it was stock, correct?
Yeah, stock height, stock wheels. It was blue and tan too. But, you know, as you can see, it's not blue and tan anymore. You know, custom paint job, everything. I try to do everything on this truck. It was my daily, but now with that mile per gallon, it's definitely not a daily.
What does it get miles per gallon roughly if you had to take a guess?
It says on the dash 13, but it doesn't feel like 13.
Yeah, that's probably a little bit off,
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure.
Do you have, so you got it stock, you made it this far. Do you have any future plans? I mean, I feel like you kind of almost hit everything.
Yeah, I plan to compound turbo it with a bigger turbo on top of this 75. I want to do an 88. Also going to be on nitrous. I already have the ports ready for that and everything, so it's gonna be a unit.
So for any of you guys, this thing's gonna get even crazier. So if you like this video, make sure drop a thumbs up, because as he puts nitrous on, things like that, if you guys want to see that, we could definitely get some more videos of this. And Santana, he likes to get rowdy, so I'm sure you guys will enjoy the content. And if there's anything you guys want to see or have any questions, make sure to drop that down below. And hearing this thing just start up and even run, it really doesn't sound like a 6.0 until it's like really into boost, letting it eat.
Start hearing that 6.0 sound, but you know, it definitely doesn't sound like no regular 6.0. You know, it's big cam, stage 3 cam, you know, bigger injectors, non-VGT turbo. You know, the whole thing is just combined. It hood stack.
Yep.
Sounds like a totally different kind of truck.
The idle is like very choppy. Like almost to me sound like a 7.3 in a sense.
That a lot.
Sounds badass for sure though. I'm gonna show you guys a little side-by-side next to my truck. Literally makes it look like a little baby. Look at the size difference in just, these are 331450 on 2214 on a leveling kit. And this is, what is this, 40s?
40s is 26 by 16 and 40 by 15 and a half.
And just, the whole wheel and tire just eats it up. This thing is a monster. Just wanted to show you guys a little size reference of both the trucks next to each other. Wow. My wheels could probably fit inside of the dish of that. We got some puny ass tape measure. We're trying to see how wide this thing is, but it only goes to 79 inches, which you guys can see here. So we're gonna try to mark it here and then move it over and see, take a rough guess of where it might be width-wise. So for what we put together here, this thing's roughly 100 inches, which would be close to 8.5 feet, right?
Yep.
Probably as wide as what a semi going down the road or whatnot.
Yep.
That's crazy. So while I'm here, I definitely wanted to get a demo with these 412s and see what these things sound like. So we're gonna put some music on with copyright stuff. We'll only be putting little pieces in here and there, but let's hear these things, bro. That shit definitely slaps. Holy.
Should be thumping a little bit.
Pulling up to my buddy's house. We're gonna be getting, you know, see if maybe if they have a reaction to seeing this truck or whatnot. So we're pulling up there now. Let's see what they think.
It's all right.
I appreciate you coming out, bro, all the way from the East Coast.
Sure, my guy.
Putting a badass video together. This thing is awesome, and there's lots of stuff coming to it. So I appreciate you coming out, and definitely a lot more.
I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for the future videos we got going on.
A lot of stuff coming, so make sure to stay tuned. Don't forget, like, subscribe, turn the bell for notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.